Most cruisers dream of booking that perfect balcony cabin. Ocean breeze, sunrise coffee, Instagram views. But after more than 20 cruises, I can tell you this: I'll never book one again. And you probably shouldn't either. Because behind that beautiful balcony door is one of the biggest traps in modern cruising. And by the end of this video, you'll see why the cheapest cabin on the ship might actually give you the best cruise of your life.
Balcony cabins look like luxury until you realize most people barely use them. Let's be honest, how much time do you really spend in your cabin when you cruise? You're at the pool, at dinner, watching shows, exploring ports. That balcony view? It's gorgeous for about 10 minutes before you're rushing off again. Here's what woke me up. I once compared two identical cruises, same ship, same itinerary. The balcony cabin was almost $900 more than the inside one. $900! That's a full drink package, a flight upgrade, and 2 excursions. Gone, just for a view I'd see for a few minutes a day. Balconies sell dreams, not practicality. Cruise lines love them because they know the math. Emotion sells faster than logic.
Inside cabins, on the other hand, are one of cruising's greatest hidden hacks. They're not fancy, but they're powerful. That saved balcony money? It's your ticket to cruise twice as often. You can stretch your budget across 2 trips instead of 1, and that's the smartest upgrade of all. I've met travelers who took 3 cruises in a year, all because they ditched balconies. They saw more countries, met more people, and built memories instead of bills. So if your goal is to travel more, not just fancier, the inside cabin wins every time. Let's talk about something no one mentions: sleep. Inside cabins are completely dark and whisper quiet. It's like sleeping in a cocoon at sea. Now compare that to a balcony cabin. Sunlight hits your curtains at 6 a.m. sharp. Neighbors step out, talk, smoke, clink glasses, and suddenly your peaceful morning at sea feels like a 7 a.m. alarm clock. On my last balcony cruise, I woke up every day before sunrise, not by choice. Next cruise, I went back to an inside cabin. I slept 9 hours straight. No light, no noise. Just the best sleep I've ever had on vacation. Here's something weird that nobody admits. Luxury can be stressful. When you spend more, you feel pressure to use it. That's exactly what happened when I booked a balcony suite. Halfway through the trip, I caught myself thinking, should I skip the show and sit on my balcony? Should I stay in and get my money's worth? Suddenly, I wasn't enjoying the cruise. I was just trying to justify my purchase. With an inside cabin, there's none of that. You sleep, shower, and go live your vacation. No guilt, no pressure, just freedom. And honestly, that's what a cruise should feel like. Let's talk about the ugly side of balconies. They're not as private or peaceful as you think. You can hear your neighbors, smell what they're smoking, and sometimes see them too. I learned that the hard way in Iceland. I upgraded for the view. Glaciers, fjords, pure magic. But my neighbors, they turned my balcony into a smoke zone. Every time I stepped out, I got a lungful of something that definitely wasn't ocean air. We complained, they handled it, but the damage was done. 3 days of smoke ruined what was supposed to be my most relaxing cruise. Inside cabins don't have that problem. No balcony, no smoke, no awkward glass divider eye contact, just peace. People think inside cabins are cramped and depressing. They're not. They're compact, efficient, and smarter than you realize. Cruise lines design every inch like a puzzle. Smart storage, foldable tables, multi-use space. It's like living in a perfectly engineered travel pod. And when you think about it, how much space do you really need? A bed, a bathroom, and a place to drop your suitcase. That's it. You don't cruise for the square footage. You cruise for the adventure.
Here's the coolest part. You can now have a balcony without paying for one. It sounds like science fiction, but it's real. Thanks to cruise tech that's getting smarter every year. Royal Caribbean and Norwegian have both started adding something called virtual balconies to their newer ships. Imagine walking into what you think is a windowless inside cabin and seeing a massive floor-to-ceiling HD screen showing a live view from outside the ship. The sky changes color in real time. You can watch the sunrise paint the horizon, see waves crash against the hull, or even catch sight of another ship passing in the distance. What's wild is how real it feels. The illusion is so convincing that some first-time cruisers have actually walked up to the screen and tried to touch the glass. You hear ambient ocean sounds, the lighting adjusts automatically with the time of day, and it completely transforms what used to be the budget room into something that feels premium. Now, I'll be fair, there are times when a real balcony is worth every penny. Some destinations are made for it. If you're sailing through Alaska, Norway, or Iceland, where the view is the entire experience, go for it. Waking up to glaciers gliding past your window, or watching coffee while watching a pod of whales in the distance, that's magic you can't put a price tag on. The same goes for scenic river cruises or transatlantic sailings, where you spend days at sea with nothing but ocean around you. That kind of quiet, uninterrupted view can be deeply relaxing. But for most itineraries, the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, Mexico, you're off the ship nearly every day, exploring beaches, towns, and excursions. By the time you're back on board, it's dinner, a show, and sleep. Your balcony spends most of that trip empty, while your wallet feels the difference. Think of it like this. You're not missing out on the view. You're simply choosing to enjoy it from the deck, the pool bar, or your favorite lounge, instead of paying hundreds more to see it from a chair outside your room. So here's the truth. Inside cabins aren't a downgrade. They're a strategy. They give you better rest, more freedom, and the power to travel more often without draining your budget. Skip the balcony guilt. Embrace the adventure. You'll have fewer distractions, more sleep, and more money left over for the things that actually make your cruise unforgettable. Excursions, experiences, memories. And when someone at dinner brags about their balcony view, just smile, because you know something they don't. You're not cruising less, you're cruising smarter. You're playing the long game. More trips, more adventures, more stories to tell. And in the end, that's what travel is all about. If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe for more insider cruise tips, and tell me in the comments, would you trade your balcony for another cruise?